Shalom and good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcasting to you from Jerusalem. And in today's top stories, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu meets President Vladimir Putin in Moscow as part of the 25th anniversary of diplomatic ties between Russia and Israel. Russia announces its air force will continue to prove the most active support to Syria's President Bashar Assad to assure terror organizations in Syria won't gain the upper hand. A car bomb was detonated next to several buses in the Turkish city of Istanbul, reportedly killing at least 11 people and wounding 36 others. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu arrived in Moscow, where he met with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The official reason for the visit is the 25th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Jerusalem and Moscow, but the two leaders reportedly discussed during their meeting the security and economic cooperation between the two countries. The most significant topic of the meeting between the two leaders was once again devoted to events in Israel's northern neighbor, Syria, and to the continuation of security coordination between Moscow and Jerusalem in the region. In addition, Netanyahu has reportedly tried to enlist Putin for a regional diplomatic initiative that would potentially advance peace negotiations between Israel and the Palestinians in an apparent effort by Jerusalem to find an alternative to the French initiative that seeks international guidelines to restart the long-stalled peace process. Also, during the visit, a pension agreement was signed between Israel and Russia. According to an Israeli official, the goal of the agreement is to rectify an historic injustice that was caused to Jewish immigrants from the former Soviet Union who immigrated to Israel until 1992 and lost their eligibility for a pension from Russia. As opposed to Netanyahu's two latest visits to Russia, which were only a few hours long, this time, the Israeli Prime Minister, who arrived in Moscow yesterday evening, will only return to Israel tomorrow night. Now to another matter, a massive academic boycott of Israel was averted at the last moment. By a small majority, members of the American Anthropological Association rejected a decision to impose an academic boycott on universities in Israel. A total of 2,423 members were opposed to the boycott, versus 2,384 members who voted in favor, a difference of only 39 people. This is one of the largest academic associations in the world, which numbers some 10,000 anthropologists. In related news, State of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo signed an executive order condemning the Boycott, Divestment and Sanctions Movement, BDS, stressing that it was not only against the state of Israel, but against the United States and all Western democracies. The executive order states that the state of New York will not permit its own investment activity to further the BDS campaign in any way, shape, or form, whether directly or indirectly, and adds that the state of New York unequivocally rejects the BDS campaign and stands firmly with Israel. It refers to Israel as a critical and invaluable ally of the United States and notes that the state of New York and Israel enjoy a special historical relationship and share a common forged cultural bond. Following the executive order, Governor Andrew Cuomo tweeted a warning which read, "If you boycott Israel, New York will boycott you." World Jewish Congress President Ronald Lauder praised the New York governor for his stance, saying, "In the face of rising anti-Israel and anti-Jewish sentiments around the world, Governor Cuomo has shown that New York supports its Jewish community and values America's friendship with the State of Israel." Lauder added that he hopes to see more states in America and more countries all over the world following suit with strong gestures of friendship toward the Jewish state. Now to Israel's eastern neighbor, where 5 people were killed in a terror attack, which according to government officials targeted a local office of Jordan's intelligence department. According to a government spokesman, the attack targeted the office in the Bakaa refugee camp, which houses over 70,000 people. Alongside 3 officers, a guard and a telephone exchange operator at the office were killed.
هذا عمل جبان مستهجن، لكنني أؤكد بأنه عمل عرضي لم يستهدف لعدم القدرة على الوصول إلى أهداف قوية أو أهداف متينة. جاء على مكتب مخيم البقعة الذي يقع على الشارع الرئيسي وفي قبالة شارع جرش وفي قبالة شارع إربد عمان الذي يربط الأردن بسوريا.
The attack shook the U.S.-backed Arab kingdom, whose relative stability has distinguished it from war-ravaged neighbors such as Syria to the north and Iraq to the east. Jordanian source said an attacker drove up to the building and fired with a machine gun at the officers before fleeing the scene. No organization has yet claimed responsibility for the attack. Now, with regard to the ongoing war in Israel's northern neighbor, Syria, Russia announced its air force will continue to prove the most active support to Syria's government forces, not to let the strategic city of Aleppo and the surrounding area fall into the hands of terrorists.
Вот то, что сейчас происходит в Алеппо и вокруг него, об этом мы предупреждали американцев заранее, и они знают, что мы будем самым активным образом поддерживать с воздуха сирийскую армию для того, чтобы не допустить захвата террористами территорий.
Even though Moscow withdrew most of its forces in March from the war-stricken Syria after declaring an operation to support its Middle Eastern ally, President Bashar al-Assad, a success, it has kept forces in various strategic locations, including sophisticated weaponry, the advanced S-400 surface-to-air missile systems, as well as advanced fighter jets that effectively tipped the power balance in Moscow's favor. The Kremlin said it has consistently assisted Assad's army in targeting the Islamic State, the Al-Qaeda-linked Nusra Front, as well as other Islamist organizations. Now to Turkey, where a car bomb was detonated next to buses carrying Turkish police officers in the center of the city of Istanbul, reportedly killing 11 and wounding 36 others. Governor of Istanbul, Vasip Sahin, said 3 of the wounded officers were in life-threatening conditions and that an ongoing investigation into the heinous attack was still ongoing.
8:40 sıralarında bu Vezneciler semtimizde yoldan geçen çevik kuvvet polisimizi taşıyan araçlara araçlı bombalı saldırı yapılmıştır. Bunun neticesinde 7'si polis, 4'ü vatandaşımız hayatını kaybetmiştir. Şehitlerimize Allah'tan rahmet diliyorum. 36 kişi yaralanmıştır. Bunlardan şu anda durum ağır olan 3 kişi. Konuyla ilgili incelemelerimiz devam ediyor.
Bu güvenliği sağlamakla yükümlü olan insanlara karşı bu adımlar, bu terör eylemleri yapılmaktadır. Bunun affedilir, bağışlanır hiçbir şeyi yanı yoktur. Dolayısıyla bu teröristlere karşı da biz mücadelemizi sonuna kadar yılmadan, usanmadan vereceğiz.
Turkey has suffered a spat of bombings this year, including 2 suicide attacks in tourist areas of Istanbul blamed on the Islamic State, and 2 car bombings in the capital Ankara, which were claimed by the PKK, a Kurdish militant group. Thank you for watching us. You can also watch us at TV7Israelnews.com or TV7.fi. For any comments, please send your emails to israelnews@tv7.fi. For more updates from Israel and the region, please join our Facebook page at TV7 Israel News. Praying for the peace of Israel and the peace of Jerusalem. I'm Jonathan Hassan, Erev Tov, and we will see you again tomorrow at the same time.
In order to donate to TV7 Israel News, please follow these simple steps. First, press the Donate logo, located at the bottom left side of TV7 Israel News Facebook page, or on the Donate tab at the head of the page. Then insert the amount you'd like to donate, and fill in your credit card information. Just like this. And press Review Donation and continue. After reviewing your donation details, please press Donate to finalize your donation. That's it! Your donation is now complete, and an email with your donation details has been sent to your email address. You can also print your donation receipt by pressing the link here. Thank you for supporting TV7 Israel News.